Tamara Jean, your spiritual holistic healer and inspiring visionary here at Future Life. And this is your energy update with tools for transformation for April 19th, 2019. So happy full moon in Libra again. It is such powerful energy. There is so much energy that is moving about, and I just feel all these different frequencies swirling about in the energetic field, you know, for people individually, in the collective, universally. There's so much going on right now of deep transformation that I feel is bringing in balance on a whole, but it's taking some digging to get to the truth in order to to the origin, and then it will balance out. Like all the crap is cleared, basically, is kind of what it feels like. Getting to the nitty gritty and figuring out, of course, your full truth, right? We've been working on this, of course, for a very long time, but it is very much supported right now, and there's a lot of mental activity right now. And you know, being Mercury just went into Aries a couple days ago, and so now it's coming out of that fog, coming out of Pisces, and so now it's like the mind is going. I know I've been it's been a little bit challenging falling asleep. I don't know if you guys have had the same thing, but my mind, or you wake up in the middle of the night, which I have a tendency to not sleep as well during a new moon or full moon. And since this one is just like the energy is super, like super duper powerful, that I'll wake up and then my mind has been turning on more these last couple days since Mercury went into Aries, right? It's like, go, action. Okay, do this, do this, do this, right? The to-do list starts in my head. And so there's a lot of that, and this full moon being in Libra, which is an air sign. So there's just lots of, and Libras have a very, a much easier time kind of accessing that higher mind. And so there's just a lot of mental activity. And along with Jupiter in retrograde, we have deeper, more expansive, reflective thoughts going on, of course, highlighted in relationship right now, and our connections, and of course, self, and our personal development and spiritual development, and about our purpose. So there's a lot going on, both kind of in the depths of your soul through up to your higher mind, like your super consciousness. So these tools of transformation, or for transformation, that I have for you will help support you through these high vibe energies. So the crystals that I have for you, first is selenite. So selenite is that, you know, kind of clear, I don't know why I didn't grab it, but it's very common. A lot of people use selenite like a flat piece. It's kind of a striated clear crystal. You can often get it flat or in a wand. Some, like mine, is smooth, some are like spiral, and it is known as liquid light, and it is for cleansing. A lot of people will get the flat pieces to put other crystals on top of to cleanse the energy of the crystals. Of course, that it's wonderful for that, but for this purpose, it provides clarity of the mind and expands one's awareness of the self and your surroundings, because you are going deeper and reflecting on not only the relationship within yourself, but of course, you know, in those that are around you. And it reconnects the conscious self with the mystic that is within your super consciousness. and it can be used as a visionary tool, which a lot of people like to do during the time of the full moon, and using the illumination of the full moon as a visionary or visioning tool to see kind of like what's going on in the direction that it's heading, because we know we are heading in a new direction. So you can use selenite for that as well. The next crystal I have for you, I did grab it, is chevron amethyst. So amethyst in general itself is great for, it's great for the third eye, for the divine connection of your intuition, the third eye and crown chakras with spirit, really clarifies and strengthens that connection. The chevron amethyst is one of the finest stones for the third eye. So you can see how it's different. It has different striations of different shades of purple. And so it stimulates vision into the unknown realms, and both within yourself and into your external reality. And it is excellent support for inner self-evaluation and evolution, which we are going through right now. And this is a good one to carry along with you too, just over the next 4 months while Jupiter is in retrograde, and people are reevaluating what they're doing. What is their calling? What is their heart? Where is their heart guiding them to go with their purpose? Some people even knowing or having an awareness of what their purpose was before, feeling that go into a new direction and feeling a bit unsure and not having clarity, and the chevron amethyst is going to help with that evaluation process and bring clarity, because you could be up-leveling, upping your game, branching off into a new direction of what you've already been doing, adding a new skill set. All of these are going to be coming into play. I feel like after this weekend is going to be like, okay, go time. Things are become very clear. It almost feels like a little bit of a rocky transition, pulling out of like some sludge of Mercury having been in Pisces, going into fast moving Aries. Kind of feels like it's gonna take over through the weekend to make that transition, and feeling it and being integrated with it, and like, oh, okay, so now I'm like, my mind feels sharper and clearer, and I can now get some things done. So the next crystal that I have for you right now is rose quartz. I pulled my little angel carved rose quartz here. This is a crystal of Libra, and just really to support that unconditional love for yourself. And as you reflect and dive into these deeper inner truths and doing that inner self-evaluation, that you hold yourself in a space of love and allow your divine team to really surround you with that and comfort you and help you through this, because we are evaluating our relationships and if they are supporting us in our growth, and making those choices and those decisions of because Libra can also be known as like a people pleaser. And are we in this relationship because it benefits the other person but we're drained all the time, or is it really purposeful and beneficial for both you and the other person, no matter what kind of relationship that it is? So we are making those decisions as we begin to honor our true selves and really embody that. Next is lapis lazuli, another crystal of Libra. And this helps you go deeper into meditation and access your intuition. It assures peace of mind. Like I said, there's a lot of mental activity right now, and we can spin out a bit and feeling confused still going through this transition with Mercury. And so it helps you assist in expressing your opinion, because you may be having some conversations with some different people, or even the conversation with yourself, and speaking your truth and expressing what that is. This is going to help you do it in a diplomatic way. And because sometimes, right, being an Aries, shoot first, act later, or, think about it later, you can't take your words back. And so you don't want to react. You'd like to respond, and respond from that centered space. So lapis is going to help with that. And the last crystal that I have for you, which is also another one of Libra, is labradorite. So not only does it help you, of course, with shifting between realities and in the unseen realms, this really clears and strengthens your personal energy. Because when we have so much mental energy activity, we can feel a little drained. And when you are going through this particular kind of inner deep process, you can also be detoxing physically and emotionally, and that can leave you feeling fatigued. So carry some labradorite to help you out in that regard. The essential oils that I have for you, first is rosemary. So this is the oil of knowledge and transition. It's going to help you or encourage you to ask those more soul level, deeper questions, and be able to receive the inspired answers to those questions, and really invite you to trust in that higher power, in the divine plan, that things are unfolding as they should, and to trust. We're all going through a lot of deep transformation and change right now. So to trust in your divine team and in spirit, that you are taken care of through this process. Lemon is the next oil. So that's the oil of focus, because we have so much, like I said, with Mercury coming out of Pisces, going into Aries, this transition over the weekend may be a little bumpy. And coming out of that fog, the lemon is going to help you focus, and all of the air energy that is around with the mental, this is going to help you focus and stay centered so you can complete it. Because how, especially Aries, want to be productive, right? And get things done. And when you don't feel that you have completed something, you're not being productive, can be very frustrating. So this will help you stay on task and stay focused and centered on what you're doing. And the last is dill. So that's the oil of learning. And it helps you you're getting a lot of information right now too. There's so much coming in. I've got so much coming in. I'm like, okay, just take a breath, breathe in some dill, and this is going to help you digest and integrate all the information that you're receiving right now. It helps the left and right sides of the brain to work together and harmoniously and in balance. And it helps assimilate different thoughts and ideas. So there are new ways of doing things and new directions, or like I said, with your purpose, if you're kind of branching off into something new that even if you've been I've been doing this for 25 years in the holistic health field, energy work, psychic, metaphysical area, but now there's much more, even more new projects that are coming about and opening up. And so learning new ways of doing things and new skill sets coming forward. So these are some tools that are going to help you over the next few days as we really kind of get moving into these new higher level of energies. And of course, with the full moon completing that cycle, there will be some completion of the more old, out of date patterns that we no longer have the desire to run. And so we will be able to, using that dill, we can digest and integrate these new frequencies much easier and make this transition smoother. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday, or I will have my channeling video up for the weekend with the Angels of Seven, that Archangel Collective. So make sure you look for that. And then Monday for the weekly Oracle reading card video. Enjoy your weekend. Happy full moon, and I'll see you guys next time.